Rúben Amorim's Manchester United side secured their first win of pre-season after 2 strikes from Bruno Fernandes defeated West Ham 2-1 in New Jersey. Rúben Amorim has continued his preparations for his first full season at Manchester United as his side faced off against West Ham in the first of 3 pre-season fixtures in the United States. The tie kicked off on the East Coast in humid weather, starting with fire as Rasmus Højlund hit the outside of the post fewer than 2 minutes into the tie. United continued their momentum in the opening moments, with Bruno Fernandes converting a penalty to hand them an early lead. Ahmad then notched a second after 38 minutes. But the finish was ruled out for offside, much to the annoyance of Man Utd, whose brilliant footwork set up the chance. Fernandes' spot kick was the difference after 45 minutes. In the second half, United continued their pressure, and it did not take long for Fernandes to notch his second of the night. Looping the ball over Alphonse Areola after great work from Kobbie Mainoo to intercept a pass in the final third. West Ham finally found their reply after 64 minutes, with Jared Bowen finishing well to hand his side a goal. Amorim then chose to make wholesale changes to the outfield team, which was able to secure an impressive win for the Reds. 5 things noticed from Man United 2-1 West Ham, pre-season. Number 1. United working on speed of transition. The day before the fixture, some on United's media channels claim to have seen fascinating tactical changes in training, later revealing on MUTV commentary that part of this had to do with working on the side's attacking speed. Too often last season, Amorim's side looked slow and uncomfortable when breaking into attack. But against West Ham, the side looked electric. This was no doubt in part due to Cunha's relentless running paired with Højlund's aggressive pressing, as well as Ahmad and Patrick Chinazaek pair Dorgu's high positioning on the flanks. United's goals came from their pressure, which will please Amorim after the side worked hard on both their energy and pressure, both with and without the ball, in the attacking third of the pitch. Number 2. Amorim preparing for Mbeumo's arrival. To the slight shock of United's fans, Amorim chose not to name new signing Bryan Mbeumo in the squad, with it being revealed that he was not being risked due to being a little behind in his training. However, that did not stop the head coach from preparing for his eventual arrival in the starting 11. With Ahmad playing 65 minutes at wing-back, a position expected to be his long-term role next season once Mbeumo is fit to start. Ahmad's performance in the position was reasonably quiet, but he held his shape very well. Admittedly, he was a little isolated on the right as Fernandes chose to drift in regularly, but once Mbeumo is installed on the right, he should become a much more prominent threat. Number 3. Cunha beginning to understand Dorgu partnership. For the first time, Cunha was able to start alongside Dorgu, with this pairing expected to be the first choice set of players on the left flank. They played together for 65 minutes. Both players looked incredibly sharp and, for the most part, connected well. Whenever Cunha had the ball, Dorgu made sure he was immediately level with United's front 3, but out of possession, the Dane often slotted with the back line. As the pair develop their connection over time, this will only improve. Number 4. Højlund looking for redemption up front. United's energy was fantastic against West Ham, and a lot of that came from the early precedent Højlund set up front with his consistent pressure on the London side's back line. Last season, Højlund was often criticised for spending too much time wrestling with his centre-back opponents instead of looking to play the ball, but against West Ham, he was running the channel and looking to link play, which is a vast improvement after such a poor campaign across 2024.25. Højlund will be working in pre-season to redeem himself and prove to the football world that he still has the talent to succeed at United. Number 5. De Ligt putting in a display to rival Maguire toward the back end of last season. Harry Maguire rose to become one of Amorim's most important and most reliable players, but Matthijs de Ligt has responded with intent. The Dutchman was a stalwart against West Ham, putting in multiple blocks and marshalling the opposition's front line well, while remaining composed with the ball at his feet, although Maguire did much of the same during his 25 minutes in the second half, with the wide centre-back positions mostly covered by Leny Yoro, Aiden Heaven, Noussair Mazraoui, and Luke Shaw this season. The battle for the central role in the back 3 between de Ligt and Maguire will be an interesting one in the coming months.